Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Compact Claustrophobia. In the last episode, we set up a super duper amazing tree farm, and today I want to sort out production of coal coke, and maybe even more. We'll see. I have made a few changes to the tree farm in between episodes. One of them is slightly less practical, more of aesthetical, because having the line in the center makes it look really nice, but it makes it so that I can't access the clickers. So what I have to do is remove the covers from the side here, and then I can access the clickers. Also, where is this even? Okay, that doesn't need to be there. Anyway, so basically, these go through the spaxel hose like none of its business. I was AFK for a couple of hours. We have 3,421 wood. Plus, we're using the wood to make pulverized charcoal, which we're using to make more phytogrow. So essentially, it farmed maybe like 4,000, 5,000 wood in that time. 4,000 probably more likely. But I added a lever so I can turn it off, because replacing all of these spaxel hose every couple of hours is kind of annoying. So for the time being, it's just going to be turned off. I think we have enough wood to get us started with coal coke and all of that good stuff and start getting into diamonds. I think it should be fine. Plus, once we unlock, in the quest lines here, once we unlock glowstone, we can just set up phytogenic insulators for wood, and we don't even need this, and we can probably tear it down, or we can just probably leave it as a memorabilia compact machine of what we had as a tree farm. I think that might be better than taking the time to tear it down, because it's not really using power. We can just turn all of these clickers off and be done with it, pretty much. But that's gonna wait for later. Anyway, now we need to turn the graphite dust, I believe with a pressurizer, into coal. So that is gonna be simple. But for that, I think we need to get into an alloy furnace first before anything else. So I need to make a little bit of basic plating. I think I do not have another copper solenoid. Let's just get a bunch of these because we're gonna need them anyway. And then a furnace, I should have somewhere in here, furnace. And then what I needed, bricks. There we go. Alloy furnace. Boom. Do we have any space back here? We can remove this cable. I still might need this guy for the time being. Yeah, we'll just place you here for the moment, right? So with the alloy furnace, I believe I need to combine some stuff. I need to make ferroboron, which is boron and steel. So I believe ingots work as well. So let's just grab a stack of this, like so, and then a stack of boron dust, and that should make us a bunch of ferroboron, and it's gonna be incredibly slow, and we're gonna give you some of these. Well, craft energy upgrade, craft a speed upgrade. The next step is to combine the ferroboron with some lithium in the alloy furnace to make ourselves some tough alloy, which is then required for us to craft machine chassis. And then we also need this advanced plating, for which we need 4 of the basic plating, and we have enough tough alloy. We're missing just a smidge. There we go. Last one. Boom. Pressurizer. There we go. And we can then take this guy into here, and we can figure out how we want to set this up. Because these machines, I believe they do not auto output, but we can put it here, and we can get rid of these covers right here. And we can then set up a filter and a servo, or just a retriever, I think. Any of those two will work. Retriever seems like a simpler solution, so we can add you here, and we can grab a bit of graphite dust. Where did you go? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll grab it now. Why are you even... Oh, you're active because that is active, probably. Okay, we're gonna ignore the signal. That is doing its thing. It's pressurizing, and it should be fine. And this guy can be set to whitelist. So here we should be able to get some coal. Very slowly. And I'm gonna be making some more of the speed and energy upgrades in a moment. For these guys to work a tiny bit faster. This one's always using a 10 RF per tick as well, but we're getting coal. Cool. And I believe we then turn this coal into pulverized coal, and then we can use it in the induction smelter to make steel. That's one thing that we can do. There's also another way. Wasn't there? No, we don't need the manufactory. Now that we have coal. Yeah, right. What am I thinking? We can just toss it in the redstone furnace with the pyrolytic conversion to get coal coke. Cool. Before that, we need to make 1 ingot's worth of coal coke. And I don't know where I have enough space for a 3x3 machine of the coke oven, for which we need some coke bricks, which are clay bricks and sandstone. I think I have clay bricks, and then we have sandstone in here. We don't need to craft it. We probably have like a stack in here. There we go. Cool. So we can head on out and craft ourselves some coke bricks. I think we need 27 total. There we go. Clear that out. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And for that quest to be completed, we need to get 1 piece of coal coke. Okay, I'm gonna figure out where we have enough space. I mean, I don't really want to tear down the crusher, but we might have to tear down the crusher. I have more of these normal compact machines that I could use. I could just take down the this guy for the time being. That will be probably simpler. And to just put it in the corner here, I think that should be fine. And if we right click this, we should get a coke oven, and I can toss in the 1 piece of coal. I could have also, I believe, tossed in charcoal. That would have also worked. Or no, wood makes charcoal, and yeah, charcoal can be turned into coal coke. But we cannot use charcoal in the redstone furnace, which is the main difference here. We have to do the whole pulverized charcoal into manufactory to make graphite dust and the whole shebang that we've been doing. So this, I just have to wait for it to process. It's gonna take a moment, but we can see at least the progress bar up there. And once we have the coal coke, we can turn it into the redstone furnace upgrade, and we can set up a process to make coal coke over there in the wood tree farm compact machine. We now have our first piece of coal coke, and that's the last time we're gonna have to use this. The pyrolytic conversion augment requires us to make some nether brick, which is simply smelted netherrack, and it's just the regular recipe. So we're gonna grab our tank of lava and 4 pieces of redstone, and we can just do this. Boom, and then we can get it smelted and craft ourselves the pyrolytic conversion. And there we go, pyrolytic conversion. We also need to make another redstone furnace, which isn't too difficult. We just need a couple of copper gears, and that should be it, I think. Okay, and I have the harden upgrade kit and the auxiliary thing. And I think this might be slow, so let's make another one of the speed augments. And I don't know why I removed it here from the left, but we're gonna make that. And I believe we have the reinforced upgrade kit. Cool. So if we head on into our wooden thing, we should be having the coal here. And what we can do is put the furnace here. Yeah, because it's going to be easiest to have a simple cache. Do I not have an extra one somewhere? I might have used it. Yeah, I used it for the modularium. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And that. And we can then... Ooh, we don't have power here. Right, so we can bring a cable over top. That shouldn't be too difficult. And we don't need any sort of item cable, so we can just do 3 of these. Bam, bam, and bam. You should get power. And we're gonna give you a harden upgrade kit and a reinforced upgrade kit. And actually, I didn't need to make another one of these because this will only accept the one with the coal coke thing. Actually... Now that I look at this, we're gonna get 2 byproducts, right? We're gonna get the whatchamacallit, the creosote oil as well. So we're gonna move you here. We're gonna move the cache right here, because then we can still access it. And here up top, we're gonna put in a tank, or maybe a duct that is gonna extract the things into a tank, and then possibly we can even upgrade it further at some point. Because this is going to fill up real fast. And if we want constant coal coke flow, it might be a bit difficult. Plus, we also want a signalum duct because we need to... no, we don't need a signalum duct. What am I talking about? We can just... Never mind. I'm talking nonsense. Don't listen to me. So we can just do that. And that should slowly convert the coal into coal coke. And output is on the left. So that's going to go in there. And that should be all we need. Wonderful. The next step is to create HOP graphite dust, and that requires an industrial squeezer. So I'll figure out how big it is and where in the heck we have space for it. So before that, we need to grind up the coal coke in our crusher when we turn it on to make coke dust, and that we can then turn into HOP graphite dust. So right now, I have, hold on, engineer's manual. Give me the industrial squeezer. I think it's like a 3x4 of sorts. Heavy machinery squeezer. It is a 1, 2, 3. It's a 3x3. Okay. Do we have a... I mean, we have a 3x3 space here. We could probably rearrange things a little bit and get it squeezed in. I think that might work. Because I don't really want to use another compact machine to do this. So what I decided to do here, I believe I didn't show you this. I have a sequential fabricator that was crafting iron grit, uranium, and redstone into modularium blend. And then I have this redstone furnace smelting it into modularium. And we have 6,500 ingots of modularium. And we're very low on uranium because it used all of it up. Anyway, we'll get a space for 3x3 and set up the industrial squeezer right in here. We managed to fit it in. I'm sure this is not going to be the permanent spot, but I'm thinking of making a few more compact machines just of the 5x5 variety, just so we can have these machines set up a little bit easier. But if we head on over to our crusher, which should be in here, we can grab ourselves the coke dust, and then we can head on in here. Oh, I'm glad I moved my spawn before. Okay, so we can toss this in here, and that... Oh god, that's using a whole bunch more power. Oh, because it has all those. Yeah, okay. For HOP graphite dust. Nice. The next is to make HOP graphite ingots, which is just smelted HOP graphite dust. Okay. And we can get into boron chemistry, deborane, ammonia. Okay. Oh, pyrolytic conversions. Hello? Give me that quest. Come here. Come on, augment. Thank you. Quest. Ah, go in here. I don't know where the coal... Where did the coal go? Did it just go inside of the pipes? And it's gonna head back here eventually? Really not sure. Anyway. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it be. Anyway, we can get this smelted. Tossed in here. And then I believe we use these to explode, and we have a 50% chance of getting diamond nuggets. And it's exploding items, so I'll pretty much set up a way where we can kind of automatically get these at least, because what we can do, the coal coke that we're getting, and I went into the wrong thing, but the coal coke that we're getting from our redstone furnace, we can pump that directly into through the walls of the compact machine, and we can pump it out, or pull it out at least, directly into another compact machine where we can automatically process it into the squeezer, and then we can pull it out of the squeezer into a redstone furnace, cook it up, and then we can store it. And once we have, let's say, a couple of stacks of HOP graphite ingots, we can then decide to blow them up. I think that is a better plan than just blowing 4 at a time with a TNT, because I only have 1 TNT left. And to create more, we have an infinite amount of sand pretty much. The gunpowder, we are making niter. We don't have an automatic way of getting sulfur, because that's from a sieve. You know what? We're gonna need bone meal in the future anyway, so we might as well set this up. So the next step, I think, is for me to make a couple of more 5x5 compact machines. I think that sounds like a neato plan. And I'm gonna grab a bunch of modularium here, and we're just gonna turn, let's say, 4 stacks into the... let's do 5 stacks into the walls, and it should be fine. And we can then make ourselves some more small compact machines. That sounds like a good plan. I think while we wait for our HOP graphite thingy-mabobs to happen, or pretty much coal coke, we can get into a 9x9 compact machine, and then we can move out of this 5x5. I kind of wanted to move into a 7x7, but I just realized we can easily make the melter now that we have the tough alloy, and I think that sounds like a better plan. And that should be our melter, like so. We're gonna toss you right here. I have machines in different spots now for the time being, but I believe you can melt 4 of these. No? Oh no, yeah, normal compact machine. Compact fluid in the melter. Okay, apparently shift clicking didn't work, but this does do its thing. Oh, it's 400 RF per tick. All right, we're probably not providing you enough power. Slowly, we're providing you enough power, but that should get melted eventually. All right, should be fine. We could probably steal a couple of these, which is going to increase the power drastically. Well, yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay. Right, so you're going to do your thing, melt the 4 things, and then what we do with the compact fluid, if we look here, I believe it was the last recipe, we put that into an ingot former. Okay, so that is what we need next. Did we complete the quest? We did. Compacted squared, melter, and ingot former. Okay, sure. Ingot former. Is that a difficult? No, it's just a basic machine. Super simple. Hopper. And 1 casing. Should be it. Boom. All right, we can put you up here and we can say, do you automatically output tank? If we put that on top, tank setting, void access, void all, default. Did I void my, it voided the friggin' compact fluid because I didn't know what that did. Okay, it voided 2. We can make more. It's fine. We're getting compact machine walls. Why do I do this to myself? Seriously, why? We are now fully melted, and if we turn this guy off, we should be going into here, and that should, once it gets 4, start processing into, it says it does not require power. Oh, it is processing. Very slow though. Really, 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 really slow. Okay, I'll be here for the next 10 minutes while this starts to craft. Oh God, why are you so slow? Is that actually gonna move at all? Base process time, 500 seconds. Okay. Well, yeah, it's moving. Okay. I was looking at the quests here, and we can start getting into a fission reactor to significantly increase our power production. I think we can get possibly 2000 RF per tick out of this, which would mean another 8 total of these cubes if we wanted to set them up, which, although I really like these cubes, they're kind of simple to make. It doesn't require a lot of resources. It only provides 240 per tiny compact machine. And I believe we can squeeze a fission reactor in the 7x7 room, no problem. We could probably even put it in a 5x5, because, no, actually I don't think we can. 7x7 is gonna work, but it's getting kind of crammed in here. And I'm thinking in this compact machine, we have a little bit of space on this side. And once we remove this whole modularium thing on the side, we can easily put, let's say, this lava production or obsidian production that I set up. Kind of janky here. We have the cobblestone that we have up top, pulled into a magma crucible, pulled into an igneous extruder that has an infinite water source, and I janky ran the cables so this guy gets power, and then extract it into here and put into here. The reason behind that is I'm pulverizing a stack of obsidian to get 4 stacks of pulverized obsidian, and I can then use that to make these guys, energy upgrades, because one of the quests required me to make a stack of speed upgrades right in here, 64 speed upgrades, and I want to make 64 energy so I can offset that. So yeah, I think I'll start crafting all of this for the fission controller and the fission reactor. I needed a magnesium diboride, which is simply boron and magnesium in an alloy furnace to make the magnesium diboride alloy, and I have it right over here. So I'll just prepare all the things that we need and get them crafted up. This is gonna make our fission controller. We then need 8 fission reactor casing, and I believe 2 of these, which is just 1 craft, and then 1 of these. Hello? Reactor cell? What? What in the... Why are you not crafting? Hello? What? What is this? This glass, tough alloy, reactor cell. Oh, there we go. Hold on. That was just the glitch. Okay, got it. And empty cooler. That should be eat. And we're gonna claim the fission reactor port because I think these are super simple to craft. So we'll just grab that. And then here, simulating science. This is a link to a tool that can help you build reactors. Pretty useful. Okay, sure. We'll check this. And I assume it's gonna give me a link in the... Press me to get the super secret link. Yes, I want to follow it on the website. I have a reactor designed in Creative, and we're gonna assemble it shortly in this episode, but I decided to move our crusher, our industrial squeezer, and our metal press all inside of one 7x7 compact machine, and it's gonna make it a little bit easier for us to process the coal coke into the HOP graphite ingots over here. So before we hook any of these up though, we have our 4 normal machine pieces completed. Each one of those took 500 seconds. So a lot of time. So we can then do this, and I believe 4 of these. 9x9 compact machine. Oh yeah, now we're talking. And if we go here, I think this unlocks this. Yeah, now we're talking. Large compact machine, finally some space. Do we have to detect submit? Aha, there we go. Okay. And then we can get into miniaturization, but these require diamond nuggets, for which we require HOP graphite ingots. So, not gonna happen just yet. But we can get, ooh, elevators. Oh, nice. Your fusion reactor takes up all the width of a 9x9. A pair of these can ease the access when working on it. Okay, so we're gonna need another 9x9 for the fusion reactor, because I wanna live inside of a 9x9, I think. Although we could live in a 7x7. And that way we don't have to make another one of these. But actually, you know what? These are going to become super easy with the miniaturization field. Because once we get into... This is a 5x5x5. Because inside of this one, we're going to only be able to make a 3x3x3 thing. So we are going to have to get into these and these. Which is going to be a little bit. But at least we can get access to enderpearls. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get inside of our 9x9. Bam. So much space. All right, neato. So I think it's best if we just live in here, because we can set up a giant storage system for all the things that we're gonna make. And what we can do is we can move all of our machines and or storage around over into here while more coke gets created that we can then turn into HOP graphite ingots. One really cool thing that you can do is you can use machine casings to make elevators, which is nice. So in here, we can pretty much set up one right here and another one a few blocks up higher. So let's do 1, 2, 3, and then put an elevator. And that would mean that we have a 4 tall space, and underneath we have a 3 tall space, which I think is okay. We can probably have a 3x3 space up here too. If we do that and we move it like so, and then we have a little bit of a bigger basement, and up here we can just have our storage system. I think that sounds okay. I have emptied everything out and started setting things up over here. This is pretty much just temporary. I just spammed everything on the wall and we'll get it sorted later, but we can pick up our large compact machine now and we can head on out here. And we can repurpose a small compact machine because we can just grab this. Boom, 9x9, head in. And currently all of our machines are not operational because all of my power and everything is here on me. And we're gonna set this up down here. I think I can put it in the floor somehow pretty easily. We could put the power in the center and run everything on the center. That might be an idea, actually. And we can, because I kind of like running power in the center normally. So what we can do is, let's say we put our elevators here and here. We could essentially put them in the corner too at some point. Well, we'll see. So we can put this tiny compact machine here, and that is going to be our, this is our power. And it is emitting power on which side? On the down. I think we'll set it to up right here. Oh, hello. Get me in somewhere here. Okay. And then we can grab ourselves our hardened flow ducts. And if we do this, this should connect. And we can have power running here through the middle. And then we can run power in the floor as well if need be. And if I want to have power outputted out of the sides of all of these, we can probably get away with adding more. You know what? Firstly, we're going to replace these with hardened ducts because that's going to increase the amount of power that we're outputting. Currently, we're doing less than 1,000, but it's fine. This hardened duct does 4,000 RF per tick. And we're probably going to need to upgrade this another time because the reactor that I designed makes 5,000 RF or so per tick. So if I wanted to have it output on the other sides, we'd need tunnels here like that. And then we can do east. Oh, hello. North, south, west, and east. Okay. And then we can do these. Set our input in here like that. And then we can come down here and hook power in like this to all four sides, right? And what we can do then is put covers on top to cover that up and set up compact machines here on the side. I think that sounds like a brilliant idea. I think I might hold off on setting up the reactor in today's episode because I got a lovely idea that doesn't require me connecting this compact machine and this compact machine. I kind of lost my words there. But what we can do, since we pretty much no longer need these bonsai things, right? We can just put one garden cloche with one bonsai inside of this compact machine because it has plenty of room. We can pretty much push this forward by one block and put the garden cloche somewhere here in the back. We can output it into another sequential fabricator that we set up on top here and then another one. And we can basically, or actually no, we just use the sawmill and another sequential fabricator and then we automatically make a ton of sticks. So we basically repurpose the machines from in here. So we're just gonna tear this down and tear all of these down because we don't need them. And we can just craft another infinite water source to put in there. And I think it should be super simple to set up. And then it clears out a lot more room in here as well. And there we go. It looks kind of the same, but in the back, there is differences. We have an infinite water source fueling the garden cloche with water. And then we have power coming in from the top. We have a tunnel right over there. And then I have a nullifier here with a filter and I think it has a filter. Yeah, a filter for everything that we're generating here. So everything can be extracted out of this accumulator, even if the caches get full, which the redstone one is going to do kind of soon. And then this guy, the other nullifier, actually the other one on the opposite side is the one for sawdust, because we have sawdust coming in over there. And as soon as that fills up, the sawmill is just going to start extracting it out into the nullifier. And we have the sticks right in here. And everything else is pretty much the same. So it is working beautifully. It is using very little power. We could possibly increase it, but it doesn't need to be. It's 25 RF per tick per this, and it's just nice and automated. And because I'm me, I wanted to redo the garden cloche room now that it had a little bit more space, and I made something weird. It kind of works, but it kind of is weird, and it is what it is. But we have access to all of the caches. I kind of wanted to have them all on one side first, but then I had a bunch of ducts going everywhere and I didn't like it. And this way we pretty much have almost no visible ducts. We could even hide this one behind here if we wanted to with some treated wood. But for the time being, I think it's okay. Hold on. We can do this and then we can place, haha. And then you, haha. And then we place this guy back down, treated wood up top, this guy back down, no visible ducts, magical. We have the sequential fabricator here still crafting the string and everything else is the same. The only thing that I kind of wanted to add was nullifiers for voiding, but now that we have it set up in such a way that we don't need to worry about voiding, because if the cache fills up, this will backlog and it shouldn't be a problem. And I totally forgot to mention that we have carrots now. For whatever reason, we might need them, but I decided to set them up. So outside of here, we set up a quick and temporary sieve setup with an auto clicker, a sieve with a string mesh, and then just an accumulator and a strong box to pick up all of the things. So that's how we got the carrot seeds. And that is pretty cool. And I believe we're running out of time for today's episode. So in between episodes, I will try and clean up a little bit in this room. I'm still not certain if I want to have the whole power setup in the middle. I might just have the refined storage controller and the power coming in from the bottom, and then we can wire it up top, possibly. 2 different spots, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out as we go, because once we get a bigger compact machine, we're going to have more space and more space and more space. So I shouldn't worry too much about how I set things up here. And with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of the lovely comments you've been leaving me on the videos. It's been really great to read them. It's given me motivation every morning to record another video. So thank you so much for that. And if you really do enjoy the videos, please be sure to give them a like. You can also subscribe to see new videos, and you can support me on Patreon as well if you want. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.